Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And you excited for what is going to be the highest damage game that excluded all of the times where the enemy team disconnected in 2020. That's right, it is in the E100. Now, I'm so happy to see that it's not in a Soviet vehicle. I'm so happy to see that it's not in some Clan Wars reward tank. But then again, considering that Conqueror 007, who is the hero in the battle today, is from the Russian server, I think it's very fitting that he's put Babushka's carpet all over the vehicle, right? Yeah. Is that how you can actually make German tanks work well? By basically making them cosplay up as Soviet vehicles? Yeah, possibly. With a cracking start to this game, already 2 shells in the first 45 seconds and a kill secured to their name, Conqueror 007 is setting the pace for this round. Now, I actually found that this replay was back from January. Talking about pace, right? Imagine having the highest damage game that would not be matched for the next 11 months, even during this awful year where everybody's been stuck inside and probably playing more World of Tanks than ever before, or at least in the last few years since the game kind of reached its peak, should we say, with the player base in 2016. So I love the fact also that Conqueror is playing the E100, my first ever tier 10 tank, as you would have found out from the video a couple of days ago, or all the way through. This tank just always has a warm place in my heart. But I'm also looking at the amount of high explosive anti-tank ammunition that Conqueror is going to be using in this game, and realizing, yeah, the E100 is very different with it, right? This E100 is actually from January before the vehicle was buffed in July. And in July, the 128mm caliber gun became much better on this vehicle, and also the turret armor on this vehicle became better as well. Conqueror doesn't have any of those advantages and is playing this thing with the classic 150mm caliber gun. And you're seeing just what you can do when your shells go where you want them to, and you're pretty much firing on reload. Of course, it's the highest damage game of 2020. Conqueror is going to have to be firing on reload. 4,400 damage in the first 2.5 minutes of this game. The standard is being set. Not only that this was the highest damage game in January, but also the standard is being set for this replay indeed, as Conqueror penetrates the lower plate of the Object 268 version 4, a vehicle which I thought was much more likely to get the highest damage reward. Do you know what's really exciting about this game? The fact that Conqueror is doing a mission. I'm going to have to just show you this tortoise penetration. Yeah, just another casual 700 damage, where he's trying to do block 15 as easy as A, B, C. Yeah. And Conqueror actually only has 2 games left to be able to improve the result and to get another ace tanker. And so I'm sure that that's why they were firing so much heat. I'm sure that that's why they were try-harding their socks off for this game, and that is because they've managed to get 2 ace tankers in 18 games, and they only have 2 games left to be able to get another ace tanker to be able to complete the hardest mission, or one of the hardest missions, to be able to get the Object 279E. And for all I know, Conqueror, this might have been the game that actually nailed you the Object 279E. And already up to 7,000 damage, it probably wouldn't be enough for an ace though. Not with the fact that Conqueror's been dealing damage to lower tier vehicles and also not picking up some kills. Almost as if they wanted to prove me wrong there. Oh, I'm not picking up kills, Mr. QuickyBaby. Well, take this. Yeah, right. The FV4202 round entering the turret there, shutting down the tank, and Conqueror doubles their kills. But as you might have probably guessed from the title, oh, the luck, and also well-aimed shell. This game is absolutely lighting up right now. And talk about lighting up. The Object 268 version 4 and 277 come round the corner. The 268 version 4 firing high explosive rounds, and the 277 panicking a shot there. Why don't they want to push this E100? I guess it's because Conqueror is just maiming them shell by shell by shell, and also doing a great job of angling their armor in here. And will they get the shell into the 277? Yes, they will, but unfortunately the 277 manages to penetrate them as well. Okay, Conqueror is now a 50-50 whether he's going to die to the next shot from the 268 version 4, but the 268 version 4 actually bottles it, pulled back round the corner, and fires a shell at the 268 version 4 on Conqueror's team. And Conqueror knows about the lower plate on the 268 version 4 that is actually the weak point of that tank. And let me just clarify that as I zoom in and show you. So this lower plate here, i.e. the beam that you always see the cross, is not actually the weak point of this tank. You want to fire into this lower plate, especially with high explosive anti-tank rounds, if you want to have a much higher chance of being able to go into the vehicle. Or alternatively, you're lowering heat, you can actually shoot at that angled upper plate. As long as you're not a super low profile tank, and you're probably still going to be able to go through it as well. Alright, so Conqueror 007 secures a Top Gun with their 6th kill on the T-32, and that, in addition to the damage that they dealt to the 268 version 4, pushes the damage total up to 10,000 within the first 5.5 minutes of this game. But there's still 6 tanks, including some very healthy boys like the Moistion, to have to deal with. So how much higher can Conqueror go? This has already beaten me for my highest damage game in World of Tanks history. Conqueror, stop rubbing the salt in the wounds, right? Just like roll over right now, and then maybe I'll feel a little bit better about myself and what I've been able to achieve in World of Tanks, right, bud? Okay. Whoa! Now a little bit of bad luck starting to rear its ugly head. I think Conqueror might be a little excited as he aimed that one a little too high. And the Moistion doesn't actually have spaced armor all the way down the upper part of the hull, and so a heat round would have easily gone through at that kind of an angle. So the FV4005 fires a shell into the 268 version 4, which gives Conqueror 007 an opportunity to be able to advance, to start to put rounds into the tier 10 British turreted TD. The T69 will put 1 round in. Actually, the T69 will finish off, including Conqueror's fire there, and he also gets a little bit of tracking on top for this game on Ensk, just to add to that experience total. Right now, Conqueror, you must be on cloud 9, or at least you were on cloud 9 back in January, having undoubtedly got an ace tanker here, even in a defeat for the E100, and securing as easy as ABC for block 15 for the 279E with honors. That must be a feels good moment. Use that adrenaline, use that momentum to now try and take out the rest of the enemy team as the Batchat, who's clearly reloading, goes after the Progetto 65 for an assassination kill. Conqueror 007 is not having any of that and puts in 721 damage to the fleeing, or shall I say maneuvering, tier 10 French auto-loading medium tank. And now Conqueror is getting ready to deal with the Scorpion G as they come around the corner. I would have liked to have seen maybe a high explosive round here against the Scorpion, but then again completely unnecessary, seeing that they're on 637 hit points. Maybe for the FV4005, that would have been an awesome one. Would have been cool to see a 1,000 damage shell to add to that 13,647 damage that Conqueror's already dealt. Alright, now up to 7 kills. 1 more will secure the Radley Walters medal. Conqueror comes around and actually takes a penetrating shell from the Moistion, but is able to go through the cheeks. Now up to 8 kills and crests 14,000 damage. Will they be able to secure the extra on the Batchatillon 25T? The T69 comes around the corner, secures the kill, and Conqueror flexes the look of the E100 as they take down the biggest game of 2020 with regards to raw damage. That, I must clarify, did not include disconnects, because there were some silly games where people were able to do 20,000 damage, but they were against AFK opponents. I don't really feel like they should count. And so Conqueror 007, congratulations to you as I bestow upon you by the power given to me by YouTube, I guess, as the highest damage game of 2020. Awesome stuff, bud. High caliber medal here, undoubtedly, for the 14,106 damage dealt. 8 kills secures a Radley Walters medal. An ace tanker there, yeah, for the Object 279E with honors. And a steel wall as well for blocking 3,880 damage. And while Conqueror spent 138,000 credits on ammunition, they still actually somehow end up making a profit. I guess because they were running a credit booster at the time. Or maybe, just possibly, was this still when the holiday ops was going from last year? And some of these what replays comments are hilarious. Somebody says, nice aimbot, happy face. Yeah, good noob. Maybe he's being sarcastic. Yeah, nice aimbot. Conqueror 007, showcasing absolute mastery of my first tier 10 tank, and something that Conqueror has managed to perfect way above what I've been able to achieve in this vehicle. Conqueror 007, Spicy Balshoy, and congratulations to you once again for this mammoth game. Thank you so much for uploading it on the whatreplays.ru website for the community to enjoy. I thoroughly know that I did this one. And hopefully all of you out there did as well. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. But if you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And if you're watching this video as it's released on Sunday, which is the final Sunday of 2020, I want to give a firm goodbye to what has been a horrific year with a super special showcase today. I've decided that I'm going to only play tier 10 tanks. I'm going to play them till I drop, right from the start of the stream today. And so if you're watching this video as it's released, I'm live right now. So come along and I'll try and bestow upon you as much information. Is that the word for the video? Bestow upon you as much information as I've possibly managed to pick up over these last few years playing tier 10 tanks. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a good old time. So really looking forward to seeing all of you right now on twitch.tv/QuickyBaby. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic and hopefully I'll see you soon.